everyone, it's week 4 of my quarantine video series. I took yesterday off because I just really needed a break from filming every day, and it wasn't very exciting. I had smoothie for breakfast, pizza for lunch, and a peanut butter and jelly for dinner. So I'm pretty sure that's the same as last Sunday. So if you saw last week's video, should be pretty similar to that. And I'm filming today for you guys, and I'll film the rest of the week. This is 1 month almost of being fully quarantined, and I'm feeling way better today than I was yesterday, so I'm glad I took a little break. And actually this morning I did something I never ever do, and I slept in. So I'm not working today. It's my normal day off. And I woke up at my normal time, like 6 a.m. and went, no, and I went back to bed until like 9 a.m. and oh my God, I feel like a new person. So clearly I've been needing sleep and just not realizing it, which is typical, right? So my tip for you guys is, even though you're stuck at home, try to get a normal sleep schedule and get more sleep in. And for my job, I start a lot of days of the week at 6 or 7, depending on the day. So I realize I'm definitely not getting enough sleep at night to be my best, happiest self. So I'm going to try to do a little better at that. And I hope you guys will too. Things are really, really crazy now here in most parts of the US. They are setting up our local convention center, McCormick Place in Chicago, where I've been many, many times for conventions and events, with 5,000 hospital beds. And the pictures are just surreal, like apocalyptical. So I think the reality of what's happening now, and that this is going to be most likely the peak for the next week or two in the US, in a lot of places, like big cities like where I am, is really hitting home. And knowing people affected by this now, it's just all feeling very real. I hope that you're all safe and well, and I hope that you're finding this series something to connect with while you're at home too. So if you are checking in here to tell me how you are, please leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Hey everyone, it's been a really hectic day, but I wanted to tell you guys that we went from like 30 degrees to like 80 degrees today. First time in more than 7 months that we've gotten 80 degrees. And it was awesome, but I was stuck inside working all day. But I want to show you my delicious dinner. Here's what we're having for dinner: a nice big salad, steamed brown rice, no oil refried beans, and kimchi. I'm so excited to eat this. If you watched my last video, you saw that we attempted to get a grocery delivery and we waited a whole week, and pretty much all they brought us was hot sauce, tortillas, and chocolate oat milk, even though we ordered regular oat milk. So no potatoes, no lemons, no kale, no cilantro, no veggies. It was kind of a fail. So we tried again with a different company, and we had to wait 4 days, but finally last night we got all the veggies that we've been wanting. So today I'm having celery juice for the first time in a really long time. I think like 2 weeks, I don't remember anymore. And I'm gonna have kale in my smoothie. We're gonna have salads. We have potatoes. I'm really excited. So I'm gonna show you my celery juice and what I'm gonna eat for the rest of the day. Tonight we're having quarantine nachos. which if you guys saw my last video, you can see how I made these. It's pretty much pantry staples and whatever we had on hand with some grain-free chips. I'm gonna have this and enjoy. Hey everyone, I'm making a quick lunch and I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. I'm making my curry chickpea stew, which I will link to below. But of course, we're at the point where I'm out of quite a few ingredients. So really this whole video series is just about making do with what you have at home. And I hope it's inspiring you to mix up your ingredients and get creative with what's in the fridge and the pantry. So I'm out of pickled tomatoes. I'm out of pretty much everything tomato at this point. So I used the end of these crushed tomatoes that I had for the stew and also the end of a tomato-based salsa. So use what you have and that's the best way to make your recipes work. I'm about to put this on. The other thing I want to tell you guys is I'm out of canned chickpeas, which I normally wouldn't buy anyway, but I've just had trouble finding them dry. But in this recipe, I'm going to use dried chickpeas and change the cooking time. And I don't have the red bell peppers, which are amazing in this. So I added a carrot for color. So I'm making it work. I'm using what I have, and I hope you guys can do the same. And don't forget to save your veggie scraps. So I have pieces of garlic and carrot and ginger and onion here that I will save to make more veggie broth when I run out. Let me know in a comment below if you guys want me to make a video on how I make veggie broth out of veggie scraps. The other thing I haven't shown you guys is I drink a ton of herbal tea all day, and so far the teas that I grew last year are holding up really, really well. I still have a little bit of echinacea left. I still have some mint and lemon balm. The chamomile I actually bought, I will be growing this year, and I'm almost out of raspberry leaf, but I'm gonna be able to pick some raspberry leaf probably this month. So that's awesome. Here is the final stew. I added some frozen greens, cilantro, and lemon juice, and I'm gonna serve this up for lunch. It's looking really good. Hey everyone, it's after work and I have some exciting news. One of the restaurants, probably the best vegan pizza restaurant in my opinion in Chicago, we haven't been ordering from anywhere because we typically always eat in. We eat out maybe once a month, maybe less, but we do like that place and we always send people there to try it. They sent out an email. If you want to get into bread making, we're offering our sourdough starter and flour and take-home vegan pizzas that you can bake at home in order to keep our business going. They're a very, very small business, and they're so cool because they give back to the community. They donate to charities. They have free food nights where anyone who can't afford food can come and eat for free. So we really wanted to continue supporting them. And I have been just drooling over everyone's bread baking pictures on Instagram. You guys are all like pros at making sourdough bread. I make a lot of gluten-free bread. I was gluten-free for 2 years. And I have never made sourdough, but I ferment. I've made kefir before, so I'm hoping I can handle it. But I want you guys to meet my new baby, and I need name suggestions below. So here is my little sourdough starter that they brought. I'm very excited. I will have to learn how to feed it properly. And of course, I want to give it a name. That's a key component here. And keep it alive forever and see how it goes. I'm very new to sourdough baking, so I will probably attempt a loaf tomorrow and bake it this weekend and see what happens. But I'd love your guys' tips, suggestions, and name ideas below. And here is the pizza they sent. It's a vegan cheese, vegan sausage pizza, and I'm going to bake it in the oven with a ginormous green salad that I'm making, you know, balance. And I added spices and spinach on top because it really needed something green for me at least. And that's dinner. We're gonna have some pizza, have some salad, and I'll show you guys when it's ready. Okay, this looks so good. It smells amazing. The mustard dressing salad I made is delicious. I'm gonna eat and see you guys tomorrow. For lunch today, I'm having some leftover stew. Looks so good. Hey everyone, happy Friday. I'm almost done with work for the weekend. I'm so excited. It's been a really long day and I made some sourdough bread for the first time this morning. I'm letting it proof all day in the fridge and then I'm going to do everything else I need to do to it tonight and leave it overnight. So I'll have my first loaf ever tomorrow to show you guys. But I want to tell you guys just how crazy the weather has been. We've mostly had 30 degrees and then 2 days ago it went to 80 degrees, which just felt insane after you've had winter for 6-7 months. And then at night we had a huge hailstorm with quarter-sized hail, and it did leave some holes and cracks in the top of one of my cold frames. But of course that meant it saved my overwintered arugula. So we're getting to that time where grocery stores are scarce and I really want fresh food, and my overwintered arugula is finally coming in beautifully. So I'm going to take you outside and show you that and show you the hail damage. So you can see that I have a few different holes and puncture marks here on my cold frame, but that the arugula is coming up so well I can almost just leave this open. So here is all of my arugula. It's Anna dandelion, which I'm very excited about, in there, just looking really nice and beautiful. And I have some really big leaves that we can start eating in salad. And this could not be better timing for some fresh greens. And my garlic is going crazy despite all the weather. So that's really good to see as well. And we're getting the very first leaves on my raspberry plants. So we'll have more raspberry leaf tea soon, which will lead to berries. Tonight I'm having my KABOCHA brown rice that I made in the rice cooker with some kimchi. It's a nice big bowl. And I'm having some miso soup with seaweed and tofu. And I'm gonna have that and see you guys tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's Saturday and I just finished my Japanese class and I've been making my very first loaf of sourdough bread since yesterday and it is ready to go in the oven. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I don't know if I got the flour to water ratio right. I was kind of winging it. It is my first sourdough loaf ever, so please don't judge it too harshly, but I'll show you what it looks like before it goes in the oven. Here we go. This is my first ever sourdough loaf. I'm really excited with the little pattern I gave it. I didn't have a proofing basket, so I put it in a bowl with a pattern, and I think that's kind of cool. And then I just scored it on top in an X. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and that will be what we're having as part of lunch. This is my honey mustard dressing with a bunch of greens and cabbage. I'm going to have this first while we wait for the bread to cool. Here it is out of the oven. It's my very first homemade sourdough loaf. I think it turned out pretty well. So we're gonna slice it up and try some. Hey everyone, it is the end of week 4. I cannot believe I filmed every day for the past month for you guys. It was a little crazy. I'm not gonna film every single day going forward, but I will definitely have what I eat in a days for you, as quarantine is definitely continuing here for probably at least another month, and I will have lots of other recipes and other videos for you guys. I think I learned a lot from this series. So much has changed over the month in the world and just in life. I definitely am more appreciative of every single ingredient that I can get, especially fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm being super resourceful with my ingredients, trying not to waste a single piece and mixing things up where I can. I hope that's inspired you guys to stay home and use what you've got in your pantry and try to make it work. We're not all gonna have our favorite things, our favorite ingredients, but we are gonna have enough to make it through this together. So really wanna thank you guys for watching every video and leaving awesome comments. It really, really has meant the world to me. Thank you so, so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll all get through this. Bye for now.